21 years old. You are currently studying at the University of Central Florida and you want to be a lawyer. And you have just gone through a breakup on April 11th of 2017. I'm just traumatized right now. First of all, I want to sincerely thank those of you who have left me these really positive messages and who have taken the time to read my Facebook post regarding what's been going on in my life. You have no idea how much I appreciate your love and your support, and I love you guys so much. You can tell by my eyes and by my face I have been crying a lot. Basically, my boyfriend broke up with me yesterday, and I haven't been able to sleep, I haven't been able to eat, I haven't eaten anything really besides crackers with chocolate in the middle. Whenever I commit to them, it never works out, and it ends up in me feeling like this. Yeah, so as you can tell, the breakup was really hard on me, but I made it through it, and today I'm going to be sharing 10 reassuring things that will help you get over your breakup that you haven't heard before. I was actually inspired to make this video by one of my very close friends. She actually messaged me a few nights ago saying that she was going through a breakup herself and that I was an inspiration to her because I was able to bounce back so quickly from that breakup. That honestly means the world to me. Of course, like, I can't credit that all to myself. I do have a lot of amazing friends and family who helped me through the breakup. These tips are what I've heard from friends, family, other YouTubers, and other advice givers, as well as things that I've learned on my own, and I wanted to go ahead and share them with you guys to help you if you're going through a breakup. The first thing that I have to tell you guys if you're going through a breakup is something buzzed by me, is to understand that you are not blemished. I was talking to my mom and she told me this. She told me to just remember that I'm not blemished as a person because of the experiences that I had with my ex. The person that you spend the rest of your life with was probably intimate with other people too. It doesn't mean that they're blemished for life. It doesn't mean that you're blemished for life. There's people that unfortunately go all the way with somebody in a relationship who are engaged or who are just starting out in a relationship, and then they end up breaking up and they feel blemished too. But even if you had those experiences with someone else, it doesn't mean that you're blemished for good, okay? When I got out of my breakup, I think the main reason why I was so upset about it was because I felt blemished as a person. I was intimate with this person in ways that I would have only wanted to have been intimate with my real husband. I'm 21. I had my first relationship when I was 21, which was this past relationship I was in, and I honestly thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with the person that I was in a relationship with. You're not blemished just because you chose to do those things with another person before you met the one that you were supposed to spend the rest of your life with. The next tip that I have for you, and this is kind of something that it's not necessarily like a reassuring thing, but in a way it kind of is, and that's to talk to somebody of the opposite sex. Right after the breakup, the first person I contacted was a guy because I trusted that person, and he's one of my very close friends as well. He told me things that just made me feel so much better. In my case, it was, hey, you're really like a really good person and you deserve better. When you talk to somebody of the opposite sex, especially if they knew the person, they can actually like give you a sense of like why it's good that it didn't work, or why that person wasn't necessarily good for you, or why you deserve better, you know? I talked to like two of my close guy friends after the breakup happened. One of them I reached out to immediately, and then the other one contacted me down the line, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I love talking to them. I really appreciated hearing from them, and I love them so much for telling me those things. I definitely recommend, if you can, talk to someone who is of the same sex of the person you were dating, but the opposite sex of you. Another reassuring thing that will help you, and this is something that I did when I was going through my breakup, I looked up relationship success stories online. I literally went in Google and I searched up relationships after heartbreak. It's actually really cool to read the stories of other people who went through the exact same thing or even worse, and they end up telling you how down the line they ended up meeting somebody so much better for them. So I definitely recommend that you do that. This is another thing I want to tell you, and that is to think about the fact that you have been in other relationships before. If this is your first relationship, then probably not, but you've still kind of been in somewhat of a relationship, obviously. Like, have you ever had crushes on people before this relationship and it not work out and you feel the same heartbreak? If so, that is supposed to tell you that you're going to meet somebody else again, just because it's history. It's happened in your past, it's gonna happen in your future again too. It's just inevitable that you're gonna find somebody else because you've experienced similar heartbreak before with other people that you used to like, and now you probably don't even care about those
those people. You found this person, it didn't work out, which means the cycle is only going to continue for the next person that you're in a relationship with. Isn't that amazing?
This is one Bible saying that I like in particular, and it's Genesis 2:18. Then the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make a helper fit for him." I'm not really that into religion, but that's how I look at this part, is that you're pretty much destined to meet somebody who is fit for you, who's perfect for you. You have to make sure that the person you choose to spend the rest of your life with is that perfect fit for you. There's been people who have thought that a person is right for them only to find out that months or years down the line after they're married that they are not the perfect fit for them whatsoever. And that's also another reason why you're going through this breakup, is that that person that you were in a relationship with, it might have seemed good at that point, you really might have regretted your decision to spend the rest of your life with them. Maybe they weren't the perfect fit for you, as the Bible is saying. This is another one that I found. It's Jeremiah 29:11-13, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." This one I found too, and it's Isaiah 34:16. This is the last one I'm going to tell you guys. It says, "Seek and read from the book of the Lord. Not one of these shall be missing. None shall be without her mate. For the mouth of the Lord has commanded, and his spirit has gathered them." So I'm not really good at Bible interpretation, I'm really not, but I do think what it's saying is you're not going to be alone for the rest of your life. You are destined to be with somebody, and it's just inevitable. If it's in the Bible, in my mind, it's supposed to happen. It's really, really nice to have some reassurance like that, saying you're not going to be alone for the rest of your life. There's people out there for you, there's a person out there for you, and you're going to be fine. Another thing that my mom told me as well, and this is another reassuring tip, is that it gets better every time, and you get closer to that one perfect person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with each of those heartbreaks. It gets better every single time. It gets stronger, it gets better, it gets more serious every time it happens to you. Another reassuring thing that'll really, really, really help you is to watch YouTube videos of people who are in successful relationships. I love to watch couples like Ellie and Jared, Gabriel Conti and Jess Conti, Aspen and Parker, people who are like around your age who are having happy marriages. One day, that's gonna be you having a husband or a wife to hold for the rest of your life. Like, don't you want that? Don't you want somebody who's gonna treat you like that, like a princess or a prince? Don't you want that? Instead of settling for someone who's not going to give you that. Watching those videos is going to show you what you will have as long as you play your cards right. Another thing you can do is to watch videos by dating coaches who give you advice on how to overcome a breakup. One of the first things I did was literally watch videos of other girls who were experiencing a breakup, and they decided to post themselves crying. Just literally like look up people after their breakup and watch their full video, hear their stories, because honestly they might be worse stories than what you've experienced. Like, watch other people's videos on how to overcome breakups like you're doing now with mine. There's plenty of other videos out there like this that are going to give you advice on how to overcome your breakup. Another thing that I have for you that's really reassuring is that one day you're not going to give a crap anymore about what that person is doing. Just don't care. Like, I'm not saying to be rude to them and to text and saying like you don't care, but honestly, you're gonna get to a point where you just don't care anymore. Like, you're just not gonna care anymore, and it's gonna feel like the best feeling in the world. Something else that really, really helps me whenever I think about it is the fact that this time last year, that's just reassurance in itself. Maybe this time next year you're gonna be engaged, or you're gonna get married, or date somebody new who's better for you. That concludes this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that it helped to make you guys feel better. I have a job now. I'm preparing for the LSAT. I'm excited to go to law school. I'm preparing to write for a magazine in the future, or magazines. And I'm just a happier person now, and I never ever thought that this would be possible, but it happened.